Hey everybody, it's Dina Rico from the Creativity Cave, and I have two super cute cards to create. They're really easy, and they feature some of our brand new products from our new occasions catalog, which I am super excited about, and I hope you are too. So let me show you how I created these cards. They're actually the same layout, which is really fun. They feature two different printed papers and bundles. So let me get right to it. I'll start with our sweet little Valentine card. It says, being friends is better than eating candy. But let's do that too. I love that sentiment. It's so cute. And this is such a great card to send to a friend on Valentine's Day. Who says Valentine's Day is just for boyfriends and girlfriends and whatnot? Not me. So first of all, I'm going to just take and measure this quick. I need a little strip here that is going to fit my card. And actually I need it to be about 3/4 of an inch or so. This is our cute little trimmer. This is a bonus for people who sign up to become demonstrators during the month of January, February, and March. You can only get it for free, so it's a really great deal. And I'll have more information about that on my page. But I have a strip of this printed paper, and I'm just going to adhere it to my card and trim it off. And then I'm going to add that skinny striped strip. Now this is from our From the Heart bundle, and this is the heartfelt stamp set. And it comes in a bundle with 2 heart punches, which actually I'm going to use here in just a moment to show you. And it has printed paper, ribbon, little faceted gems, all kinds of really awesome stuff. So I'm going to add this little striped paper, and then we're going to kind of pull it all together with a little, I wasn't sure, and I didn't want it to be too short, so I went a little long. You can always cut it off. But I wanted to showcase the different prints that come in this paper. It's kind of got a metallic sheen to it, which is really fun. And like I said, there's a whole suite of coordinating products. I would show them to you, but the catalog, it doesn't actually go live for us quite yet. It will be live tomorrow. All right, so then I'm going to take and just adhere. I'm wrapping a piece of this double stitched satin ribbon around my card, and I'm attaching it with 2 glue dots on either end, and then the ends are hidden where I'm going to put my heart. Okay, now I have some more of the printed paper. Is got this beautiful kind of embossed foil piece, and I'm going to take this and punch it with one of those 2 heart punches. So in the bundle, there's a scalloped heart as well as a solid heart. We're going to use both today. But what I love is both of these designs can be found in this pattern paper, and they coordinate the punch, which that is one of my favorite things about Stampin' Up! Is how the products coordinate. So I've just punched that design out, and then I'm going to punch a second layer with a scrap of my Flirty Flamingo. I had to grab my scrap. It got tucked under a couple other pieces. Okay. So there we go, and I'll just adhere these 2 pieces together like so, and then we're going to pop them up on our card. Because as you know, if you've ever watched any of my videos, you know I'm a big proponent of popping things up. Now, the cool part about that little trimmer that I showed you, I'm going to use it again in a minute here, is that you get it for free when you become a demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And you also get your choice of a stamp set plus a sampling of our printed paper. And I love that they give you a sampling just so you can see how amazing it is. Additionally, I also have product shares available that you can purchase that have all of the sample or all of the printed papers. You can choose a paper, a ribbon, or an accessory share, and you can get all kinds of fabulous goodies with that share. All right, so that card is almost complete. We just need our sentiment. Now I have a fun little trick for my sentiment. First of all, I'm using a little 1/2-inch strip of cardstock. This is Whisper White cardstock. And I'm going to ink my sentiment from my Heartfelt stamp set. And here's the stamp set, by the way. And so you can see there's those solid hearts that the punch will cut out, as well as this scalloped kind of lacy heart that the punch will cut out. I love that. Now, one of the sentiments that coordinates with this stamp set is so cute. It says, being friends is better than eating candy, which is so awesome. But then I put the let's do that too in a different color. So I inked the whole thing up in Flirty Flamingo. Now you can do this with markers, but I'm kind of lazy. So I'm going to ink it up with just the edge of my ink pad. You got to be a little careful, but it's not too hard to do with those photopolymer stamps because they're easy to kind of see through. So then I'll just stamp that down onto my card and voila, that looks perfect. And then I'm going to punch it with my triple banner punch, which this is funny. I had it out and then what did I do with it? It was just here. Oh, here it is. I was going to say, oh my goodness, I know I had it. I'm going to just snip that off and I'll put that in here and punch. And there we go. Now I'm going to set that right onto my card with just a little of adhesive in the center. And there we go. So cute. Now I can embellish this if I want with some of those coordinating embellishments that I mentioned. Oh. Aha. I've been using these on a bunch of swaps. I've actually almost gone through a whole package of them already, but they come in all these fun, beautiful colors, and I like to put mine on with glue dots. You can also use liquid glue, whatever works best for you, but I like to use my Take Your Pick tool, pick them up and place them on here, and I'll do a couple of these larger ones with the glue dots, and then I'll stick those on like that, and then I'll add a smaller one with just a little daub of glue. So I'm just putting a little dot of my liquid glue on there, and then I'll take and add, I want one of these cute pink ones, and then I'll just position that right on there like so. You need to give it just a few minutes to dry, but it just adds a little extra sparkle to my card. So cute. Now I'm going to make basically the same card, but this time I'm going to feature a different card based on changing up the stamps and the paper. But basically it's the same layout, okay? So for this one, I'm featuring a really awesome bundle, the So Sentimental bundle. And the reason I love this bundle so much is, of course, it's got great sentiments, but then look at all of these dies that come in the bundle. And the piece that's missing is the one I used on this card. It's sitting here next to my big shot. But all of these dies come in here, and then they coordinate with the stamp images. So for this card, and here is that one that I used, is I die cut this on a scrap of Whisper White. I've got 2 strips of printed paper, and they are coming from a beautiful set of papers called All Dressed Up. And actually, I'll show you. These are gorgeous florals. And then on the other side of the cards that aren't florals are kind of like makeup-y, perfume, and then patterns. So it's a really versatile set. So if you're not into that girly makeup stuff, but you like the florals, you're good, and vice versa. If you are not into the florals, but you like the girly makeup stuff, you're all set. So it's got something for everyone, all in one pack, and I love the colors. Okay, so for this, I've got this beautiful floral image, and this totally reminds me of one of my favorite stamp sets, which is the Abstract Impressions set. All right, just like before, I'm going to adhere these 2 layers, to my card. Got a little aggressive with my liquid glue. And we'll just put that on right there, like so, and same thing here, and then I'll just trim off the excess. And let me show you how that trimmer works because it's pretty awesome. What I love about it is it's a little mini guillotine. Now you can't cut bigger pieces, but what's great about it is it's perfect for these little things right here where maybe you don't want to pull in your big paper trimmer, or your trimmer might sit someplace else. I know I have a big trimmer behind me on the desk. And the other thing is oftentimes I end up with about the size of my card in Workspace. And guess what? This is about the size of my card, so it works. So I'm just going to open this up and trim off that excess. And the fact that it's a guillotine trimmer means that I don't need trimmer blades or anything like that. So it's the perfect little companion tool. You will not be disappointed if you get one for yourself. All right. And again, you get that by joining my Stampin' Up! Team, and I'd love to have you. We have an amazing team. Now, one thing I also like to do with it is trim little pieces of cardstock for sentiments, just like what I need in this card. And I've got a scrap over here. There we go. I've got this scrap that I want to cut to 1 1/4 inches. So I'm just going to bring that in here. Bring it to 1 1/4, and I know this will fit right over the top of my scalloped rectangle. I'm going to stamp my sentiment again from that wonderful bundle, the So Sentimental bundle. I'm going to stamp that in Highland Heather ink and then put it on a little scrap of Poppy Parade cardstock. Now I also chose to do, there we go. I had to really think about that. Make sure I got it on there right. I did. I'll even tell you, I stuck my butt out a little. If you've been stamping with me for a while, you know that is the secret to successful stamping, is sticking your butt out. I would never lie to you about such a thing. But I love how pretty this paper is. And then I love the colors. They're kind of a little different as far as colors work, which I think is fantastic. I get kind of stuck in the color rut, and I love that printed paper kind of helps bring me out of it. Now, one of the things that also comes, that coordinates with that printed paper is this beautiful 1/8 inch satin ribbon that is in mint macaron, which is one of your favorite colors. Did you guys know that mint macaron is a very popular color amongst people? So I'll do the same technique I did for my last card, is just put this on with a couple of glue dots, and then we'll cover up the messy part with our sentiment. So you can see these card layouts are basically the same layout. They're just totally different looks based on the colors and images that I chose to go with them. So I love that part of things. Now, I love this set so much. I have an online class for this coming. Actually, they're going to get posted on January 3rd. So depending on when you're watching this video, you might see it. And I also have a class. I have 2 classes. I have 3 classes actually for January. I've got one that's going to feature the bundle I'm using right here, the sentiments with those beautiful dies. This set is going to be my Creativity to Go class. Then I also have a New Occasions card catalog, or a New Occasions catalog card class. That's going to feature 4 different things, and one of them is this bundle. And then finally, I have a Poppy class. Poppy, I'd have to look. The poppies, but it's actually going to be I'm going to have a class this month and next month on the poppies. There's just too many. There's 2 bundles, and we're going to feature them in one in each month. Okay, so I've just taken my leaf punched a couple of leaves. I'm just going to give them a little crease just to give them just a little bit of dimension. You know, I love adding dimension to things. Then I'll pop these in. I put 1 on my sample, but I think I need 2. Oh, I hate when that happens. I pop the glue dot off instead of there. So I'll put 1 up there and 1 below. so fun. There we go. And then I wanted to dress it up just a little bit more. So I've got some of these faceted dots. They coordinate with this year's in colors. So I'm going to take a few of these and add them to my card. So I'll just take, and I use my take your pick tool because this is just so handy for this kind of thing. So I'll put a couple down here and just position this where I want it, which is right there. And then I'll add a medium-sized one over here, not over there. This tool is so handy, I tell you. And then finally, one little one right up here. And that just adds a little bit of bling to my card. And these dots really shimmer when the light catches the facets. I love that. So very fun. So 2 beautiful cards and no waiting. So I hope you love them. You can order all the products for these cards on my website. The links in the description below will guide you to my online store, or you can click over to my blog post, which will have photos of all these projects as well as more information on those classes. Though depending on when you're watching this video, the classes are actually going to go live on January 3rd, and this video is posting on the 2nd. So just so you're aware of that. And of course, it's our favorite time of the year, which is celebration. So if you want to get on that deal with the free trimmer, the free mini trimmer, the 6x6 sampler cardstock, as well as a free stamp set of your choice for joining Stampin' Up! All of that starts January 3rd, and there'll be more information on my blog for you. Thanks so much for stamping with me today, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.